Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting video. I was able to do 3 looks with the 3 newish BH Cosmetics Remix palettes. So if you want to see swatches, comparisons, how I created the 3 eye looks, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. When I first got on YouTube, I had the hardest time finding swatches and eye looks with people that had complexions like mine, so I decided to take matters into my own hands, started my YouTube channel, and here we are like 10 years later. It's so wild. Anyways, if you like to see this type of content, I would highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay friends, so like I said in the intro, I do have the remix palettes from BH Cosmetics. At first, I really just wanted the 2000s. Then I got a Beauty Bay coupon and they had all 3 of these palettes, so I figured let me grab them at 20% off. I do believe these retail for like 18 bucks a pop, which is really not so bad. And the pan sizes look bigger in this palette. I didn't actually compare it to my other BH palettes, but these are made in the PRC and they are Leaping Bunny certified vegan and extra clean, it says, with 15 eyeshadows. And I don't have the sleeves on here, but these do have a 24-month shelf life. And then the palettes contain 1.06 ounces or 30 grams of product. So that's just a little bit about each of the palettes. Yeah, they all have the same amount of product in them. So I think these palettes are so much fun. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches and comparisons now. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed those swatches and comparisons. Now let's get into how I created the 3 different looks with these 3 different palettes. Hey guys, so I'm going to film the demo portion of the 80s palette, and I wasn't initially going to get the 80s palette because it is like a big rainbow palette, but these came to Beauty Bay and I had a coupon, so I was like, let me just get them. Might as well. So I've been sitting here trying to decide what eye look I want to do with these, and I think I'm gonna do like the middle row, and I kind of want to do like one of those like multiple like rainbow eye looks, but I'm not sure what this formula is like, so I figured I'd ease into it. So I'm gonna do the blues and the green. I really want to put this green shade in my crease to see what it's like. So I'm gonna grab a blending brush. I finally cleaned all my brushes so I can film makeup videos again. I was serious, you guys. Last week I had some new collections come in and I was struggling. I was like, none of my favorite brushes are clean. I need to clean them. So I filmed the video with the Juvia's Place bronze collection. And I filmed the, what was it? I had a colorful palette come in. I've already forgotten. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Kaleidos collection. And then I was like, okay, I need to clean my brushes now. That's what I said I was going to do. This green is so pigmented. I did go down with the Juvia's Place eye primer in the #1 shade. That's basically like a white shade, and I specifically bought it for colorful makeup looks like this one, so far it's working out great. So this is the shade I used in my inner corner. It's called Chameleon. Now I think I'm gonna put Man Eater in the outer half. I think I'm going to use Straight Up in the very outer corner, but first I need to figure out a lid shade. I was going to use Sweet Dreams, but it's like a darker shade, so I'm wondering if I should go into Virgin on the lid. I might need to do that because I don't want to make it so dark, because I kind of like how like light and spring this looks, and I feel like if I add Sweet Dreams, it's just gonna darken it up. So Virgin is just a white color with a bit of sparkle. I mean, I have better single shadows that I think would be more fun, but it's okay. Kind of want to use what this palette offers. Also, if you hear my dogs, it's because my husband just got back from the store. He's doing like outdoor project days today, and I guess the dogs feel the need to say hi or something. I don't know. Okay, so I just did a little bit of the white. I almost don't want to deepen this up. I almost kind of want to leave it the way it is. I'm so impressed with the mattes. I was not expecting to get that much pigmentation out of a BH palette, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna go in with that purple shade just a little bit on a small brush. I'm just gonna touch that on the outer corner. Okay, these mattes are so nice. I'm so impressed. I'm just gonna leave it. I feel like if I do more things to it, it's just gonna get more chaotic. So I'm gonna clean up my face, clean up the little bit of fallout from the metallic shade, put some foundation on, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the final look with the 80s palette from the BH Decades collection. Or what's it even called? The Remix collection? I don't even know. But this is the look. I finished it up with some liner. I will say I got this one from Ofra. This is their fixed liner in the shade Green Vibrations, and I was so excited because it's like, you know, green. I love greens. I love green anything. But this formula is, ooh, it's rough. So if you've been eyeing their eyeliners, I would say proceed with caution. Very creamy, but it was not opaque. So I had to go over it with the Lethal eyeliner that I have, which I think might be a little bit dry. I might need to throw some Duraline in there. So it was a bit of a struggle bus, but I think we made it work in the end. I'm also wearing the Prophecy highlighter from Kaleidos and one of their new lip clays. This is in the shade Cactus Flower, and it's like the fuchsia shade from the Floral Noir collection. If you pick these up, this is such a good color. Love it so much. And then for bronzer, I have on the Juvia's Place Tan Bronzer. You guys know how much I've been enjoying that. And so for blush, I went into my drawer and grabbed the Fairy Blush palette. I kind of wanted to go in with this green shade, but then I panicked and I went in with Rose Quartz instead, which is this shade down here. It's a brighter pink. I don't usually wear colors like this, so very excited about that. And yeah, this is a look number 1 with the palettes. Now let's get on to the second look featuring the 90s eyeshadow palette. Okay, it's time to play with the 90s palette, and oh my goodness, I feel like since I used the greens and the blues in the 80s palette, I should probably try and work with these shades right here in the middle. So wish me luck. This is definitely more of a pastel palette. And I know my friend Heather, I think she already posted her looks with these palettes. So I'm very optimistic that this is gonna be a really good palette for me. So I already prepped my lids with my Juvia's Place #1 eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna go into this peachy color called Can't Touch in this palette. And I think I'm gonna put that in the first half of my crease here. And all of a sudden the whole world has decided to text me. Oh my gosh, the other thing, I totally got my brows down. Finally! Finally! Okay, so that pastel shade is okay. It's not as punchy as I was hoping, but it'll do. And then I want to take the same brush and I'm going to go into Heartbreaker, which is like the pinky pastel matte. And I'm going to put that on the outer half. This one definitely looks like it has a little bit more punch to it. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be such a like light dusting of color kind of look, but that's okay. And then for the lids, I think I'm gonna go in with Show Me Love, and I might put Too Sexy on the inner corner. We'll see how it applies. I'm not sure what to expect. I used the white shade in the 80s palette and I wasn't too blown away by that metallic. It definitely has a little more color to it, so I'm expecting something to kind of show up versus just like a white sparkle. You know, with ColourPop launching a new Malibu Barbie collection, I feel like this BH palette is already giving me Barbie with the shades I chose to put on my lids. So I definitely probably don't need that. Not my favorite. I think I might throw on a wing liner of some kind, like a colorful wing, just to give this some pizzazz, but it's definitely a little bit more low-key than what I'm used to as far as my makeup looks. But I'm going to finish up the rest of this eye look and I'll be right back to show you how it looks at the end. Okay, kids, I had to throw on this bold lip and these fun earrings to try and distract from how much I don't like this eyeshadow look. Like, it's okay, but it's definitely not my favorite. So I am definitely feeling like this is the one that I'm gonna rank the lowest of the 3 Decades palettes that I got from BH. I still have the 2000s one to try out. That'll be the one I film my last look with, so I'll keep you guys posted on that one. But this one's just okay. As far as what else I used on my face, I did go back into the Fairy Blush palette from Likely Makeup, and I used the same shade as I did in my 80s video. I really, really enjoy pairing that blush with these eye looks, and I did throw on some blue eyeshadow on the lower lash line just to try out some of the other shades in the palette. For highlighter, I have on Peach Fizz from ABH. It's a beautiful, like, pinky peach highlighter that I like. I also did try to do a wing with the Lethal Cosmetics gel liner in Bit Crush. I did have to use some Inglot Duraline in this liner because it has dried out now, so I'm a bit bummed about that. As far as the lip shade, this is new from Kaleidos. It's from the Floral Noir set, and this is the shade Agave from that collection. This is my first time wearing this color, so very excited for that. And it's a beautiful shade. It's a little bit drying. It's definitely a liquid lipstick, but it's not too bad at all. So very glad I have that color. What else did I use on my face? I used my Samantha March River bronzer. I do slack a little bit on these 3 looks 3 palette videos because it's a lot to remember. So I'm trying to mention as much as I can in the video just so you guys know. I'll link these earrings as well if I can find them somewhere for you guys. But yeah, this is the look #2 with the 90s palette from BH. And those are kind of my thoughts on it. So now let's get into look #3 with the palette from the 2000s. Okay, it's time to film demo number 3 with the 2000s palette. I feel like this is the one I've been looking forward to filming with the most. So I do have to work today, which is why I'm a little bit more dressed up than usual. And I'm contemplating, like, I really want to do a purpley eye look with this palette, but it also has the most beautiful navy blue in this palette. I can definitely do a look with each row. I feel like that's how most of these palettes have been curated, which is lovely. So what do I do? Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna do purples. So I'm gonna start off with a fluffy blending brush. I have this one from Spectrum B06, and I'm gonna go into the shade Crazy in Love. Oh my gosh. I do love the names, like that they're all like songs. And fun fact about me, for my best friend's 30th birthday, like 2 years ago, her husband bought her ticket to Beyonce, and I bought my ticket to Beyonce, and the two of us went and saw Beyonce and lived our best lives. And it's probably one of my favorite memories with my best friend, and oh, so fun. So fun. You guys have to let me know in the comments, do you like going to concerts? And we were supposed to see the Backstreet Boys in September of this year. They were coming to South Dakota, and we were going to go down there with a group of friends, but I think the concert ended up getting moved to 2022, so I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing in 2022, but I not wanting to wait and see what happens, so I think we're gonna get refunds for those tickets. We're also gonna go see Maroon 5, I think. They were coming to North Dakota, and that concert got canceled too. Bummer. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the shade Don't Ya. Such a classic song. Dang, Pussycat Dolls. Ooh, this palette has a brow bone shade. I'm gonna grab a brush and go into Hey Ya. Oh my gosh, that song. I'm trying really hard not to sing because I don't want to get copyright striked on my video. Oh my god. Okay, back into Don't Ya. Going almost all the way in. I'm just stopping right here, kind of, just to let that shade Crazy in Love pop. But I'm building up that deeper purple shade as much as I can. Ooh, I like that so much. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Milkshake, which is that navy. I'm gonna go into Milkshake with a smaller kind of pencil brush. I actually used this yesterday for an eye look, so just cleaned it off on a towel. And I just like a little pencil brush because then I can like target where I'm putting the dark shade, and then I'm gonna go in to the brush I just used to help blend that, just so I have more control. Sometimes if you go into a shade like this with a really dark color and a really big blending brush, things can get out of control real quick, real quick. So perfect. So I think the matte shades are looking how I want them to. I have such an obsession with blending. Anyway, okay, so now we're gonna go into the shade Single Lady, which is like a pretty, it almost looks like a very pretty like black, purple, blue metallic shade, and I'm gonna spray it outer, like over here, because I'm gonna use another color in the inner corner. That's a pretty color. Okay, I'm gonna take a clean brush, another flat one, and I'm gonna go into the shade Teen Dream right here. It almost looks like a blue lilac shade, so I'm hoping it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do. And I'm just gonna put that on the inner. Ooh, that one is metallic. Okay, we love. Now I'm gonna take this brush and just mesh the matte and the metallic. Ooh, I feel like there's a party on my eyeballs. and everybody's invited. I've got so much Juvia's Place mess happening on my desk because I feel like the last 2 weeks have been Juvia's Place because they launched a bunch of new collections. So my eye look is almost done. I'm gonna do the rest of my face makeup, finish up this look, and I will be right back to show you how it turned out. Okay, so this is the final look with the 2000s palette. I honestly do think this one's my favorite. I feel like I'm a little biased though because I felt like this palette was going to be my favorite one from the start. I just really loved this color story the most. And I don't know, these purples are beautiful. This navy blue I appreciate so much. So I would love to create a cool tone eye look with that first row in this palette. But this one's definitely my favorite, and I felt like I've been saying that throughout the video while I've been using these. So yeah, this is the look with palette number 3. And I just want to tell you guys what else is on my face. So I did use the Juvia's Place Volume 2, and I used the kind of apricot peach shade in this palette. Of course, you guys know I've been loving my tan bronzer from Juvia's Place. And my highlighter today is the Ofra Nikki Tutorials shade called Glow Gold. So this was one that they sent me, and it is very blinding, as you guys know how the Ofra highlighters are. And yeah, it's pretty simple look. Everything else is, I think, marrying really well together. I kind of had a theme going with the other 2 palettes with tie-dye and stuff, but I do have to go to work today, so I dressed it up a little bit for the video. So that's what is on my face. And then for my lip color, I use Adobe from the Kaleidos Lip Clay collection. I think I've worn all of these shades now on my channel in different videos. I've been trying to show them to you on my lips. Let me know if you guys still want to see a lip swatch of all of them, but I've been having so much fun with this lip formula. I think it's such a great formula. So if you guys haven't picked those up yet, I would highly recommend. But yeah, that is that for look number 3. Okay guys, so my overall thoughts on this collection. I do think this is the same good quality we're used to with BH Cosmetics. If I had to rank these, 90s would definitely be in 3rd place, and then I would rank the 80s in 2nd place, and the 2000s would be in the number 1 spot. I really think this is a solid rainbow palette if you're looking for a drugstore option. These shades are very pigmented. I did use this with my Juvia's Place white eyeshadow primer base, but I mean, I feel like that's not a big deal. I still feel like it was really good pigmentation. I'm definitely going to try this out without my white eyeshadow base and see how it looks. But I mean, this red shade was so pigmented. This green is so beautiful. So I'm really glad I picked this up. And again, I love the 2000s. The 90s is okay. I feel like I definitely have better pastel palettes than this one, but some of these shades were really pigmented. And then there is a row of neutrals too. I always struggle when they include neutral eyeshadows with a colorful palette like this. I would have preferred a more, you know, dark green and corresponding really deepening up shades so you could play with the pastels and change the saturation with the eyeshadows. But that's just my personal opinion. These are so well made, and honestly they feel nice. Like, they don't feel like super cheap palettes, which I appreciate. And overall, I'm really glad I bought these. I don't think you need to buy all 3 if you're interested in this collection. I would say just get the one that speaks to you the most. I feel like the 2000s one is definitely the most unique. The 80s and 90s, I think you probably already have in your collection if you have one of the palettes that I compared these to. But yeah, overall a very solid collection from BH. Very happy I tried it out. That is it for this video, guys. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye, guys!